The second game in particular.
Yes, stamina plays a real factor in those back-to-backs, and the challenge is mental and physical. Who can push through the fatigue and find a way to get it done?
Totally a mindset, isn't it?
No excuses.
And history was made recently. Let's go courtside to revisit MP's incredible performance.
He just had an all-time night, breaking the NBA record for assists in a game. The old mark, 30 by Scott Skiles back in 1990. He told us, quote, "All credit goes to my teammates. They were the ones scoring. I was just passing." The league is still buzzing about it, guys.
No doubt about that. Thank you. Here's Mr. Incredible. Coming off a 31-point game. Goes up from the top of the key. Washington outside. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Takes the three. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Here's Giddey. Outside White. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, nice shot by White. So confident from range.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The three is up. Mr. Incredible, good. Mr. Incredible's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's White. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. He's got 5.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
Here's Mr. Incredible. He's got 6. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Buzelis got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation. Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc.
Oh, that will energize his teammates. Going right at the defender and throwing it down.
The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Giddey finds Robinson. Here's White. Warriors with the rebound. And can anyone stop this team right now? They've won a stunning 25 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
Well, this winning streak is absolutely incredible, and it's been interesting to see the number of different ways they can beat you. They go on big scoring runs, they've got great ball pressure and rim protection, or some nights they just shoot you out of the building with their three-point shooting. What a team to watch.
The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Washington. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
The Bulls with another miss. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Mr. Incredible. He's guarded by White. On the take. Shot clock at 6. Mr. Incredible. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Mr. Incredible's got 13 now.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
Yeah, their pride took a hit. I think this game means just a little bit extra because of that.
Here's Buzelis, still without a bucket. To end the run. And again, no good by Chicago.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
They get the rebound. Count it.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Robinson. Back to Giddey. White on the wing. 5 points in the game. And there's a 3-second violation. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Warriors, final stretch of the season, they've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
Now here's Giddey, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. White can't hit.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to one shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
So it's Chicago now. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago, Dosunmu on the wing. They still need this. The Bulls with another miss. The Warriors lead by 14. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back to you, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Mr. Incredible. He's got 17. Fires away from way outside. Here's Richards. Soft touch off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Warriors making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. Outside White. There's the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
The speed, the agility. I don't know how you'd stop White there.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Now here's White. He has 7. Up and in on the layup. White's got 9 points.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Here's the pick. And a deep 3 from Curry. And it's Dosunmu with a rebound. The Bulls trail by 14. Outside Giddey. Outside White. And it's White again missing. Golden State has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Mr. Incredible. He's guarded by White. The 3 from Curry. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Dosunmu outside. Back to Giddey. Chicago passing it around. White looking it over. Pass to Buzelis. 5 to shoot. Screen by Robinson. Buzelis, that one's good.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Here's Kuminga. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Now Washington. He's covered by Dosunmu. On the wing, Curry from behind the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
They are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Giddey with a screen on Washington. Dosunmu outside. Wide open look. Outside Giddey. Dosunmu outside. Lets the 3 fly. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Chicago making some changes. Aldama comes in for Buzelis. And Branham subbed in for Dosunmu. Smith, he's checked in for Robinson. Watson comes in for White. And it's DiVincenzo in for Giddey. And the Warriors making a switch here. Now Aldama. No points yet.
Golden State foul. Castillo. First personal foul. Third team foul. Now into the lineup for Chicago. Number 20.
A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Screen by Watson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
A minute 31 left to play in the first. Fires from way outside. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment. Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Chicago making their last shot, and that one's good. Green.
Well, that's just sheer toughness right there by Draymond Green. What a finish through that contact.
Picked by Aldama. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team. Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
DiVincenzo to pass to Branham. To the paint. Here's the Singate, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Mr. Incredible. Give him 20.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
11 feet out, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Pass to Poole. Here's Mr. Incredible. No good on the shot. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Draymond Green is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Ivy, then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the 2-guard spot.
And he better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Williams is checked in for Trent. The Warriors also with a sub. Wiggins is checked in. Williams passes to Branham. Williams with the screen. Williams on the wing. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 4 rebounds now. And he goes in for the dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Outside, DiVincenzo. Aldama in the post. Working on Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, DiVincenzo knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Incredible. Williams grabs the board. The Bulls trail by 5. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Branham, started by Poole. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
The assist.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
No one covering. And now an 8-point Warrior lead.
Well, he can be really streaky from distance, but Poole is definitely better from the corners.
Brandon passes to Aldama, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Incredible, defended by Watson. Wiggins, count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
DiVincenzo with it. Poole picks him up. Williams passes to DiVincenzo. Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3. DiVincenzo's got 6 in the quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Chicago making some changes. Luz Ellis is checked in for Williams. DeSumo comes in for Watson. And it's Josh Giddey in for DiVincenzo. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against Memphis was simply terrific. He contributed 31 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Back to Giddey. Pass to DeSumo. Chicago passing it around. Picked by Aldama. Branham passes to Aldama. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
Here's Mr. Incredible. The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry. Just nasty from downtown.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Giddey passes to Branham. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists now in the game. The Warriors lead by 5. Curry looking it over. Mr. Incredible passes to Curry. Lots of room. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Pass to Branham. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Outside Curry. Over Giddey. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Now Aldama. Pass to Branham. Back to Aldama. Here's Branham. Puts up a deep 3. It doesn't go for him.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
To the middle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Back to Giddey. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Curry. Here's Mr. Incredible. 26 points for him. Launches it, and that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 18.
He drops yet another dime. just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Aldama outside. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Mr. Incredible. Back to Hachimura. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 12. Down low. Here's Dosunmu. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Some changes for Chicago. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Aldama, and it's Kobe White in for Branham.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
White for 3. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 7 assists in the game.
Off the catch, White has a very quick release.
Mr. Incredible passes to Kuminga.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Pass to Giddey for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry at the rim.
And Curry is really putting his stamp on this one.
The Bulls trail by 14. White, good. 14 points for Kobe White.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Right wing. Mr. Incredible passes to Curry. Wide open. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Robinson. Chicago passing it around. Now Giddey. Screen by Robinson. The 3-ball. And it's Giddey missing.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And again, it's Stephen Curry. Curry's got 27.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
2 minutes.
Here's White. Pass to Buzelis. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Thursday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they'll match up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
It's no secret around the league that this team loves playing in their own building. They're loaded with home games over the next stretch, so this is a chance to win some ball games.
Pass to Curry. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Outside White. Looking to win the run. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, the basket has looked big to White tonight. I mean, he's gone off, and they should just keep feeding him.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Ivy's checked in for Curry. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Peyton Watson.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
Mr. Incredible passes to Kuminga. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so here is Chicago. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. 3-pointer, Buzelis. The Warriors pull it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Dosunmu outside. Plenty of space. Count that bucket. Dosunmu's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Kuminga, the pass to Mr. Incredible. Kuminga with a screen on White. Back to Kuminga. And the layup is good off the glass. Kuminga's got 8. 29 seconds left in the second. Pass to Buzelis. Right side White. Dosunmu outside. And here's Giddey. White for 3. And Ivy pulls it down. Here's Dosunmu. And the jumper from the wing offline.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Continue.